Alright guys, here we are, update version 0.10. Zarus is here. Zarus? I think it's Zarus. Ready yourselves, champions. Zarus is coming in version 0.10. Zarus, of course, is our second original hero after Kira, and a devastating bruiser who marries deft agility with raw and limitless power. Internally, we're thrilled with how he's come out, and we can't wait for you to get your hands on him. For those of you who haven't already skipped ahead and read about his abilities, this game update also brings some fairly hefty improvements to the way ability descriptions are showcased in game. This is great. This changed the way ability descriptions work in game. I unfortunately can't show it, so I hope it is in the patch notes, but it's great, let me tell you. We won't keep you any longer. Pick up a spirit and let's leap into battle. Short and sweet with these patch notes for the intro. Kari, I think that's how you say their name. Thank you. Zarus seeks out a new challenge. The mighty Zarus, champion of Nier and blessed by the gods of Senizani, sure, roars into combat. I totally didn't butcher that word. A ferocious warrior with an insatiable appetite for power and glory, Zarus dominates the battlefield in his quest for godhood. Very cool looking character. We're not gonna watch the ability overview. I might link it, but abilities. Gladiator, his passive, very strong passive. Upon entering combat, gain a stack of Gladiator. When dealing damage with basic attacks or abilities to enemy heroes or monsters, stacking up to 8 times. Each stack grants 1% increased physical power. After exiting combat, stacks will fall off over 5 seconds, restoring 0.5, going up to 3% at max. Okay, actually, so it's 0.5% at level 1, 1 at 6, 2 at 11, and 3 at 16 of Zarus' maximum health per stack consumed. His basic auto, it's a 10% damage cleave, melee basic attacks dealing 54 plus 80% of your bonus physical power as physical damage. This is not said anywhere in this, but I do know that his autos are actually longer range, which is very interesting and something to keep in mind. I wish they would write that somewhere, show some way to indicate that, so it's not just like a learn by doing kind of thing. Barricade, his Q, cooldown 22 going down to 16 at max level, cost 80, effect unfold your shield for 1.75 seconds, reducing incoming damage by 60 going up to 80% at max level. Upon recasting or after the duration, swing the shield dealing 55 going up to 135 at max level plus 100% of your bonus physical power as physical damage. Increased up to 110, up to 270 at max level, plus 200% of your bonus physical power, and stunning targets hit for 0.5 seconds. God, that's the high numbers. 200%. Goddamn. Evade. His E cooldown 16 going down to 12 seconds at max level, cost 40 at all levels. Effect: dash in your current movement direction, gaining 15% movement speed for 1.5 seconds and 20% attack speed for 4 seconds. Very good stim. Movement ability. It's lit. Can be used while using Barricade. Want to throw that out there. Spear of Nier, his right mouse button. 12-second cooldown going down to 10 at max level, cost 30 at all levels. Effect: channel to throw a spear, dealing 70 going up to 190 at max level, plus 110% bonus physical power damage. Physical damage to enemies hit. Releasing within 0.3 seconds will thrust the spear forward, similar to a melee, dealing the same damage and refunding half of the cooldown. So it can be on a 5-second cooldown at max level, not counting CDR. Very good ability. Also, I think it's very neat that it has 2 different deploy options. Colosseum, his R or his ultimate, cooldown 120 going down to 80 at max level, cost 100 at all levels. His mana doesn't change at all per levels. Interesting. Effect: leap at enemy hero, dealing 150 going up to 320 at max level, plus 150% of your bonus physical power as physical damage. A large Colosseum is summoned for 6 seconds, and the bonus from Gladiator is doubled. If the target is killed within the duration, you will permanently gain 6 going up to 10 at max level physical power. You may recast this ability to end it early. It is fairly similar to J4 or Jarvan the Fourth in League of Legends. If you've ever played that, you'd know what I'm talking about. Allies can walk through the stadium, enemies cannot. That's basically the main difference, as well as the scaling with where you permanently gain physical power. Absurd. I think this ability is giga busted. The alt is a bit underwhelming. It's not as OP as you think, but like this passive on it and getting the gladiator double buff, it's kind of crazy. But it's not nearly as obnoxious as you'd expect. So in the store, we got Warlord Zarus. This skin is very cool. It's good. IMO, they overhyped it a little bit. But very, very cool skin nonetheless. Updated hero ability descriptions. Unfortunately, they don't show it. Hero balance. Alright. Countess. Blood Tithe. Her passive magical lifesteal per stack decreased from 1.5 to 1%. Eventide, her E damage increased from 80 going up to 240 at max level to now 85 going up to 245 at max level. Feast, her ultimate percent healing increased from 45% to 50%. Gadget. These gadget changes are kind of interesting. Sticky Mine, her Q magical power scaling increased from 70% to 75%. Seek and Destroy, her right mouse button cooldown increased from 10 seconds going down to 8 to now 12 going down to only 10 at max level. Tesla Dome, her R shred duration decreased from 5 seconds to 3 seconds. So we buffed Sticky Mine and then just like changed some cooldowns. This Tesla Dome change is significant, but like not overly IMO. Greystone, general base health. There's a Greystone buffs coming through here. Interesting, very interesting. Base health increase from 620 to 645. Stoicism, his passive deflect cooldown decrease from 15 minus 6.5 or minus 0.5 per level to 15 minus 4.8 equals minus 0.6 per level. You know, this is... Sure. It's on a shorter cooldown. Make Way is Q. Damage increase from 70 going to 250 at max level to now 75 going to 255 at max level, so slight buff there. Cooldown decrease from 16 going down to 10 to 14 going down to 10 now. So it's the cooldown is decreased earlier, which is really good for his jungle clear, actually. This is pretty significant. Again, another buff. Nothing to complain about. It's a small buff, I think, minus other than the first 2 levels here, or first 3 levels, I guess, are pretty significant. Assault the Gates, his right mouse button decrease or damage increase, sorry, from 90 going up to 270 to now 100 going up to 280. So small buffs, some small tuning that ends up being overall a pretty big buff. They're talking about jungle. Nah. Good news for me. I've been playing Greystone. I've been having success with Greystone, so. Howitzer, base health decrease from 610 to 600. Base mana decrease from 520 to 440. Mana growth increase from 38 to 43, so very similar to the Gideon. Oh, no. This mana growth. Never mind. R2000 missile is Q. Damage increase from 70 going to 270 to 90 going to 270. So making Howitzer a bit more potent in the early game with his R2000 missile, I could agree with that. Howitzer fell off. Bellica, Seismic Assault, her Q. Innovation stun duration decreased from 1.6 to 1.45. Void Drone, her E. Gold One Destroyed increased from 10 to 20. I'm glad I never fixed my Twitch emote. A Neural Disruptor, her ultimate, her R. Damage increased from 150 to 300 to now 170 to 300. So just the buff in the first 2 levels there. Enemy missing mana damage decreased from 0.5 going up to 0.6 at max level to now 0.4 going up to... Oh. Interesting. So we removed the missing... We nerfed the missing mana on the first 2 levels of the ult, but buffed the base damage. Okay. I mean, overall, these 2 nerfs are pretty good. These are good changes. I think we probably could have hit her a bit harder, to be honest. I honestly, though, I don't know what this is going to end up resulting in. It's tough to say. Narbash! Oh! Okay, we're buffing his auto cleave from 10% to 20%. Song of My People, his E. Healing per rhythm stack decreased from 0.3 going up to 0.5 at max level to now 0.2 going up to 0.4 at max level. Now, I guess this was broken. The bug fix. It now stacks correctly. Thunk, his right mouse button, base damage decreased from 90 going down to, or going up to 250 to now 90 going up to only 230 at max level. Physical power scaling, though, however, increased from 50% to 70%. Okay. Crash Bang Boom, his R damage decreased from 200 going up to 400 at max level to now 180 going up to 360 at max level, but we are increasing it with physical power, with magical power scaling, going up from now 60% to 85%. So we're giving him more scaling and fixing Song of My People. Also, the cleave. Alright, Narbash, looking good. Revenant. Bounty Hunter passive, base physical power amplification at levels 1 through 18 decreased from 5.75% to 10% to now 1.5% to 10%. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember how this passive works. But that seems like a significant change. I won't lie, I have no clue what this means. I don't remember. Obliterate his Q, damage decrease from... Okay, decreased. From 40 going up to 120 to now 40 going down to 100. But we switch it out for some power scaling from 40% to 45%. To be honest with you, this is just hurting his early game, right? That's all this is. It's just a nerf to his early game. Okay, sure. See how it plays out. Severog getting a slight change. Base mana regeneration increased from 1.1 to 1.3, but the mana cost on his siphon or his Q going up from 25 to 30. All right. Not really. Honestly, I don't think that's really significant. The Fae. This is an interesting change. Flytrap per R. The damage is increased from 200 going to 350 at max level to now 200 going to 400 at max level. So it's a bit of a buff at levels 2 and 3 of her ult. The stun duration decreased from 1.4 to 1 second. But we increased the magical power scaling from 50 to 60%. So the ult's actually going to kind of hit hard now. But the stun's a bit shorter. I think the stun did feel... I can't believe the stun's only 1.4 seconds. So it feels longer. I think I'm okay with this change, honestly. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think I like that change. Twin Blast, bug fix, magical armor growth increased from 0.5 to 0.9. Oh god, that's actually kind of a significant bug. Vortex Grenade is right mouse button damage increased from 20 going up to 80 to now 25 going up to 85. And total physical power scaling decreased from 100% to 90%. I think overall this is a nerf, right? It should, oh, it's most definitely a nerf. Items. Crimson Edge gets 1% extra lifesteal from 5 to 6%. Rapid Rapier gets -1 physical pen down from 5 to 4. Obelisk gets a burf. Condemned base damage decrease from 80 to 70. Condemned damage per soul decrease from 15 to 12. Condemned magical power scaling increase from 20% to 25%. I don't have much thoughts about this. I don't use Obelisk a lot. It's good when I do use it. Assassin. This is I forgot about the assassin item rework. Hey, let's look at the items and talk about why I don't like them. Death Stalker. Cost 3,100, 40 physical power, 8 physical pen, 18 attack speed. Virulent Strikes, basic attacks against enemy heroes shred 2 physical armor for 3 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Is it a flat shred? It's not a percent shred? Is that supposed to be a percent? I don't know. Hold on. Let me get back to you. Alright, so let's just re-go over Deathstalker in its entirety. Cost 3,100, physical power 40, 8 physical pen, 18 attack speed. Virulent Strikes, basic attacks against enemy heroes, shred 2 physical armor for 3 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. It is, in fact, flat armor, which means this item is actually pretty decent early. Onslaught, gain attack speed equal to 70% of your physical penetration. Who is this for? What assassin is this item for? Feng Mao wants to weave autos in between abilities. Kalari doesn't really want to auto all that much, to be honest. There was like Crit Lari, which was relying on autos, but honestly, I'm trying not to auto a whole lot with Kalari. If I'm around long enough to auto a bunch, I'm probably dead. This is an ADC item. ADCs were abusing Deathstalker, so we just turned Deathstalker into an ADC item. Like, maybe a weird Grux build, but like, I don't like this. I think this is goofy. If we're trying to make an assassin item, this ain't it. I think it's a cool ADC item. Dread. Alright, cost 3,000, 40 physical power, 10 physical pen, flat physical pen, 30 magical armor, sinister shield. Upon receiving magical damage from enemy hero, block 25% of all incoming magical damage for 3 seconds. Sinister shield regenerates after not receiving damage from heroes for 20 seconds. So you just take 25% less magical damage for 3 seconds. Is that... That's after mitigations? I don't know. It's interesting. I wonder when that calculation takes place. While Sinister Shield is available, gain 20 bonus physical power. That's the Scourge passive, the second passive. This seems really busted, right? Am I wrong? I think it's interesting. It's a really good actual assassin item. Fantastic actual assassin item. It's got good stats. The physical power is kind of like on the low end, but 10 physical pen's great. You get the bonus 20 physical power from the Scourge passive. This is great anti-Countess, anti-Howitzer. It's annoying when you're an assassin, or well, tough to deal with when you're an assassin like Kalaria Fang Mao, and then just boom, you get chunked for 90% of your health bar. Deal with it. So this is interesting. This is a good one. This is the anti-burst. There's the old item if you want to read it. Nightfall reworked is now a sustain item. I don't love, I also don't hate this item. Cost 2,800, but on the cheaper side. Physical power 35, physical pen 12, and 8% lifesteal. Abilities heal for 5% damage dealt to enemy heroes. That is the Eclipse passive, and the second passive, Blood Moon, while below 40% maximum health, Eclipse healing increases to 10%. There's item in Smite that's like this, actually. Maybe it's the Jotuns? I don't know. Anyway, I think it's a good item. I'm for it. Actual assassin item. I think we're gonna see, though, a lot of flat pen ADC builds just because of... Where is it? This item, Deathstalker. I think Deathstalker is really dumb. I really dislike Deathstalker. And then Perforator, which isn't a rework, but here it is. Cost decrease from 3,000 to 3,200. Physical power decrease from 55 to 45. Ability haste increased from 15 to 25. Interesting. I think this is for the best. But mage items. There's just one. Oathkeeper. Total physical power scaling decreased from 60% to 35%. Magical power scaling increased from 50% to 60%. For supports, just one change. True Silver Bracelet. Reprisal base shield decreased from 250 to 200. Reprisal bonus healing scaling increased from 15% to 20%. Reprisal shield duration decreased from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. Reprisal damage decrease from 60% to 50%. And then here's a bunch of bug fixes. I'll kind of let it chill at this screen if you all want to read them. There you go. So that's patch version 0.10, the assassin item rework / ADC item rework, and the introduction of Varus, however you say his name. But that's all for me. Bears out. Peace.